I was the weak link here yesterday. I'm trying to do better here today. I'm vowing to you to be better here today.
Will you be present?
I'm going to try to be really, really present today, yes.
Well, I'm not sure BB Shea's aware of this, and I'm not sure that you're aware that I'm aware, but someone's footwear seems to indicate that he is not present.
I've got my pickle shoes on today. I didn't know anybody
with your denims.
I didn't know anyone had noticed.
Show BB Shea these.
Which ones are these?
These are my pickle. You've seen these.
Oh, I like those.
Thank you.
With the denim.
You've seen these.
Now, are you going to play pickle in the denim?
In case a game breaks out, I'm
ready. Go shirtless in blue jeans.
Yeah. Is that breakaway denim?
It's breakaway. It's just one of those you just rip off and go in case a game breaks out. Exactly.
No. Or one of those commercials where you're acting like your parents.
Right.
You need to shoot one of those. Every time I have to go to like the store, like on a weekend, like, I'm dressed, I have like work shoes on. I have running shoes, but I never, ever want to be the guy that wears running shoes with blue jeans.
That's all I wear.
I refuse.
That's all I wear.
Because once that happens, it's over.
I wear running shoes with blue jeans every day, every single day. Except today. Today I'm wearing my pickleball shoes with blue jeans.
And they're blazing white.
And I'll tell you why. Because I feel like it makes me young. I feel like I did that in my teens. I wore blue jeans and tennis shoes to school. So I never want to be the person that doesn't wear running shoes with blue jeans. That's the look I want. I've chosen it. And every day after this program, I go to the gym, except today because big pickleball tournament on Saturday. I'm getting a lesson today. I am. I'm getting a lesson
There's
today.
pickleball instructors.
Oh, yes.
Really?
Oh, yes. So today I've secured a lesson.
Is this for pay?
Hasn't been discussed. I'll tell you how it came. I'll tell you how it came about. There's a guy named Chris Kepko. I've mentioned him.
You have.
Dreamboat. Okay, great guy. Tremendous.
Everything you want to be right now.
Everything I want to be. In fantastic shape. A1 pickleball player. Okay. He texted me out of the blue yesterday. He says, "I've seen a problem with your dinking." He just said to me, he's like, "Look, I don't want to be too forward, but I've noticed a problem with your dinking." I said, boy, I mean, it hurt. I had a few things really hurt yesterday. That one, he goes, I've seen a problem with your dinking. He goes, you need to get it corrected before Saturday's tournament. And I said, I'm seeing him on Thursday. We're playing on Thursday. I said, can you correct it on Thursday? He goes, no, I need to make a drastic change. I need to meet you before Thursday to correct your dinking issue. So I said, okay, do you have any time Wednesday? He goes, I don't think you're hearing me. This is an emergency. He goes, emergency dinking issue. I need to see you tomorrow. What time can you make for me? And I said, I don't really have any time. I mean, I'm loaded up. You know how I do.
Yeah.
Sure.
Every day. And he says, I can see you at noon tomorrow. And I said, that's when I go to the gym. He goes, make the choice.
It's up to you, pal.
So you've abandoned the gym for an emergency dinking session.
Emergency dinking session today at noon. And so I've canceled my gym visit today.
Got your special shoes on already.
Got my shoes on. I'm going right from here to there so that I can get an emergency dinking session in. And I said, should I bring my partner? And he said, no, he doesn't have the issue. He's your issue. And I said, okay. And he goes, we're overhauling everything about your dink. And I said, all right.
I hope he tells you you're wearing the wrong shoes. Like, that's the problem.
Oh, my God.
Wrong shoes, bruh.
Well, he's making a major change. Now, he does teach lessons, but we're also friends. So we're in that great.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Are you just doing this out of the goodness of your heart, or am I going to owe you $50 by the end of this session? Am I going to owe you $100 by the end of the session? I don't know.
I'm in a similar situation with a buddy with my lawn care situation.
Your lawn care.
I have a buddy who owns his own landscaping business. I called him yesterday. I'm like, I need some help. He goes, well, if it's a one-time thing, I can help you out. If you need to do it more than once, I'm going to have to start charging you. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't want to take advantage of my friend, but I don't want to pay out the butt for a landscaping situation.
No, I understand. Well, can you get it done in just one time is the question. At least he told you up front.
Yeah, he did, which was cool. And he recommended me to someone else, but it's like, I want to give him the business, though.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But
is this like your ongoing lawn care, or is this just a
Yeah, I want this to be
Planting.
like a frequent thing, like every
Oh,
2
you
week
do?
situation. Yeah.
Oh,
And you want your friend to cut it every
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he'll give you a deal. Maybe he'll
Maybe.
charge
I
you,
don't know.
but give you a little friendly rate.
Because I'm not trying to mow my own yard.
No, I think that's a mistake.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I tried to mow my own yard for a long time.
Yeah.
There were a couple of summers, not back to back.
Man, went poorly. And I really should. That's something that we've lost. My dad always, and I mowed our yard when I was a kid, but I never did it well. He always did it, till the day he died, basically. He mowed the yard. And so that was something we used to have where now, I feel I don't have the time.
Exactly.
Sure.
You've heard
Your dink issue,
Yeah.
your gym issue,
Listen to look at
your streaming television issues.
there's so much happening in my life right now. Yesterday, here's another thing that got me down a little yesterday. Now, I do commercial endorsements for a place called Stretch Zone. You've heard me talk about it. Landon.
Yes.
Landon is a professional stretcher. He's a professional stretcher. Okay. He is someone you go to him or you go to Stretch Zone, which is apparently growing very rapidly across the country, and they will stretch you. It's kind of, they call it lazy person's yoga. You go in, you get a full body stretch, legs, back, upper body, neck, all of it. And I always feel really good when I go after I leave. Now, I always go once a week. Yesterday was the day that I go. So Landon said, I hesitate to share this with you. And I said, okay, what do you got? He goes, well, a guy came in earlier, and we always ask, where did you hear about Stretch Zone? Of course.
Yeah.
And the guy said, 2 guys named Chris show. And I said, oh, that's great. He goes, well, I said, oh, you heard from Chris Kelly. And he said, no, Chris Demm. And Landon said, well, you must have heard it from Chris Kelly. He does the endorsement of the product. Chris Demm doesn't.
No, that's true.
Right. And the guy said, no, I heard it from Chris Demm. And Landon pressed on and said, I really think that's impossible because the commercial is done by Chris Kelly. I think Chris Demm does others, but Chris Kelly does Stretch Zone. Yeah. And the guy said to him, I know that. I hate Chris Kelly.
Oh, no.
I'll only give credit to Chris Demm. And Landon said, but Chris Demm doesn't do the commercial. And he said,
Stop pressing, Landon.
Nonetheless, I want you to write down on your form.
Not Chris Kelly.
Not Chris Kelly. Chris Demm told me about Stretch Zone.
Am I going to get like a complimentary stretch?
Yes. Landon gave me a card. You get a 30-minute stretch.
Well, that's great.
For recommending Stretch Zone,
Even though
you didn't do. That's right. So Landon said, what do you dislike about Chris Kelly? Because he's got to do research.
Yeah. He's got to fill out his forms.
The gentleman said, everything. He said, I hate every single opinion he has ever given. I hate his voice. I hate his intonation. I hate everything about him. And Landon said, yet you still gave us a chance. And he said, because of Chris Demm. Wow. Apparently, and they got really into it then, the gentleman is a big-time anti-vaxxer, and I was a person who said, you should get vaccinated a few months ago. And this person said, what an idiot.
Oh, okay.
But that's one of the many things. He said, I've been listening for more than 20 years, and I hate every fiber of the man. He said about me. Yeah. And I said, okay, Landon. And then Landon gave me a card to give to Chris Demm so he could get a free 30-minute stretch.
That's a new level of pettiness.
It kind of is.
It is. I love it.
It was low. I appreciated the honesty from Landon. And then he gave me a real good stretch after all was said and done. But it was a low moment. I mean, a couple of bad moments yesterday. Yeah. First, Kepco, your dinking game is in trouble.
Yeah.
And then...
If you had to guess, Kelly, do you know what the issue is?
I really don't know. I don't know. I pop them up too high sometimes. I pop them high. You cannot pop up a dink too high. You know that.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm dinking,
day one stuff.
That's Pickle 101.
That's Pickle 101. If you're popping your dinks too high, you might as well. I mean, many times.
That's his forehand side, backhand side?
I'm going to guess backhand. That's the harder side for me, like most people, but I don't know. And sometimes we'll be in a real good dink, and then I'll pop it high, and I'll just hang my head as the ball's in the air, and I'll turn to the diesel and say, I'm so sorry.
We're fixing to get smashed.
Well, as soon as you pop it high, you eat it. I mean, it's just coming right back at you really hard. And I just say, I'm sorry. I'll just start and turn and walk away, and they just slam it at me, and that's it. So, I don't know. He says he's got something he's trying to fix before we get into major competition on Saturday. And then I played last night, and, that was in my head, and I was just popping them up and popping them up and popping them up. So, that's it. Now, a little... one more thing. One more thing before we get to America Inside the Numbers. I'm now getting a lot of people emailing me about the dangers of Diet Coke, and you've got to stop drinking Diet Coke. Links to articles about how in rats it kills rats. They'll just drink even a small pool of it and turn over dead on their back. You know how terrible it is. And I've tried to I've chronicled this many times on this program. I'm full in right now. I'm so in, and Chris Demm just witnessed this. This was sad. At 4:56 a.m., I said to Chris Demm, only 4 more minutes and I can have a Diet Coke. I'm now counting down. I have it at 5 a.m., my first one of the day. And I'm now counting down the minutes until I can have Diet Coke. That's how addicted I seem to be to it. Have
you ever jumped the gun, like when you're in your home?
No, because that's when I think I have a real problem. If I can wait it out, I feel like I still have some control.
You have discipline.
Some control over my addiction. But today I told him first at 4:54, I said 6 minutes until I can have a Diet Coke. And he said, what are you talking about? I said, I wait until 5 a.m. And Chris Demm said, you do? And I said, yeah, every day at 5 a.m. And so then, a couple of minutes later, I said, 4 minutes until I can have a Diet Coke.
Why is this clock not moving?
It's one of those, it's like when you're in school and you're looking at the clock.
It seems like it's almost going backward.
Our clocks used to do that. It would jump back a minute before it would jump forward a minute, in the old school clocks. And it feels like that when I'm ready to have a Diet Coke.
Have you set your, you don't know how to set alarms in your phone very well.
I don't. No, I could do that. But then again, I feel like I don't.
You're in control.
I want power over my addiction.
Yes.
I want to be able to say I can quit anytime I want. That's clearly not the case. I tried to quit on Saturday, and I came right back to him on Sunday. What do you call it? My medicine.
Yeah, Daddy's medicine.
Last night, it's late, 9:15. I'm up late last night. Watching, I got home from pickling, and I was watching a little Sixers Heat. My son was down watching in the living room. And so we were watching, and I'd already had one Diet Coke as soon as I got home. Now it's 9:15. I'm going to bed in about 10 minutes. And I said to my son, do Daddy a big favor. Go over to the refrigerator. There was one, some of the Diet Cokes weren't cold, but I'd hidden one behind the mayonnaise that I knew was going to be good and cold,
Why'd you hide it?
I knew there would be a time that I really wanted it, and I wanted nobody to touch it, because my wife drinks them sometimes. And so I said, hidden behind the mayonnaise, there's a Diet Coke. He goes, are you kidding? You're going to bed. He literally, my 17-year-old said, you're going to bed in 10 minutes. I said, I know, but Daddy needs his medicine before he goes off to bed. And I said, it's hidden behind the mayonnaise. He goes, you want me to go over to the kitchen and get you a Diet Coke hidden behind the mayonnaise? And I said, yeah, I do. And he's arguing all, and I was like, just go. I mean, finally, I'm just go get Daddy's nectar. And he did. And here I am drinking a Diet Coke.
Did you at least brush your teeth, I hope, before you went to bed?
Well, I did do that, yeah. But boy, I was into it late. And then he said, well, I'll get it. I got to take a dump anyway. I said, could you be more crass? I mean, you talk about crass.
That's a phrase in my life, never uttered.
No.
Anywhere near my father.
No.
Really?
I said to him, you are so crass. Have you said this to your father?
Worse, yeah.
And he goes,
I have that kind of relationship?
Absolutely. Yeah, I got to go take an S.
Oh,
yeah.
He goes,
I'll be back.
So he says, I gotta go take a dump anyway, so I'll get it on my way. And I said, don't stop.
We'll do it first.
Exactly. And I said, stop being so crass. He goes, it is what it is. Said, don't give me that even.